Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Courtney Ryan, and today I'm going to be doing my fall fashion essentials list for all of you guys. These are going to be some classics mixed along with some newer items, some new patterns, textures, colors, just really featuring some of the more popular things that are going to be happening this fall 2021. But you guys know that I am a classic girl through and through, so most of this list are classics and essentials that every guy should have. If you feel like you don't need everything on this list, of course, take what you need and leave what you don't. I don't want you guys to go out and buy a ton of stuff that you feel like you don't need just because I told you that it would look good on you this fall. So fall is one of my favorite times of the year for fashion. Actually, it's probably my most favorite time of the year for fashion. I love the patterns, the textures, the colors. I could really just go on and on about everything I love about fall, especially for menswear. I hope that you all love everything on this list as much as I do. And of course, if your most beloved item is not on the list, don't worry. This list would be hours long if I included every single thing that I like for the fall, but these are just some things that I think would be great for beginners. If you have no idea where to start, these are all really great items to have. And again, like I mentioned, I really believe in the classics. I think they're the most versatile and get you the furthest when it comes to versatility and your wardrobe. So these are just some of my all-time favorites, and you can't go wrong with anything on this list. So let's get started. Number one, getting it out of the way. One of the first pieces of clothing I think of when I think of fall is a flannel. Regardless of what your style is, there is a flannel out there for you. There's a ton of different patterns and colors these days to wear. No matter what you like to wear, no matter what you gravitate towards, there has to be a flannel out there that is meant for you. You could pair this with dark denim and a pair of boots for the easiest fall look of all time. It's a classic. You really cannot go wrong with a flannel, and I love all the different varieties of colors that they've been introducing lately. A bunch of more warm tones instead of the traditional like red plaid type of look. There really is so many different options out there now, and I also really like the ones that aren't pattern. I know sometimes when we think of a flannel, we automatically think of the pattern, but really it's about the texture of the shirt. So there are plenty of flannels out there that don't even have a pattern. So if you're not a pattern guy, don't worry. There's plenty of flannels out there that are still a flannel material. They're just a solid color. So again, if you don't like patterns, if you're not really into that, I would consider myself like that as well. This is probably the most extreme pattern I ever go for, the two-tone, which is even a little bit drastic for me. So if you're more of a solid guy, you really don't like the pattern that's on a typical flannel, you can get a plain one that look just as great. Number two, we have the classic Oxford button down. This is a must-have for every season, but I think especially for fall. It's a jack of all trades and really just guaranteed to make you look stylish wherever you go. It's a really easy thing to throw on. If you're not a flannel guy, if you still want to wear that button down long sleeve, this is a really great way to do it. And it can be paired with different things for layering options as well. So you could wear an Oxford button down with a sweater over it or a light jacket. It's really great for layering, and I think it really is just a necessity for every season, but especially, like I said, in the fall. And whatever color you choose here is totally up to you. I would recommend having a white and maybe a blue of some sort, but after that, it's totally up to you and whatever you prefer. Number three, my favorite of all time that a lot of you guys roast me for, but a lot of you guys are also on board with, and that is the turtleneck. You guys already know how much I love this one. You could go for a tan, olive, burgundy. The warm tones are very in this fall, so we're not going to be seeing as much black and gray. I can almost guarantee whatever color you choose will look amazing, aside from maybe like a bright pink or a neon. Those just typically are not my style, so I would stick to the more neutral colors. Again, you could go for like a cream or an oatmeal, burgundy, navy, black, just really the things that are going to be more versatile. The more versatile it is, the more use you're going to get out of it, and the more things you can also pair it with, which is amazing for a turtleneck because it looks great with pretty much anything. You could rock a pair of dark denim with this, chinos, wool trousers, a light jacket, whatever it is, I guarantee a turtleneck will look great with it. And if you're not a turtleneck guy, I have some other options for you guys on this list as well. So that leads me into my next one. If you are not a turtleneck guy, you're looking at me thinking, Courtney, love ya, but I will never rock a turtleneck. That's fine. It won't hurt my feelings because a crew neck and a V-neck look just as great. A crew neck is great for layering or wearing on its own. If you're gonna go the V-neck route, I would recommend wearing some sort of button up or button down underneath it. The crew neck, again, just like the turtleneck, looks great with everything. If you're a guy that has a little bit of a bigger neck or you're a little bit more heavy set, I think crew necks often look a lot better. And if you opt for that V-neck, it can add some angles to your face as well. So if you have more of a round face, adding that V-neck for the extra angles really helps kind of trick the eye a little bit. Just a pro tip here, if you do opt for a V-neck, I don't really think that those look good on their own. I think those need to be paired with something underneath like a button up. This is a very classic, stylish look. Looks great with a pair of trousers. Very easy outfit that you can't go wrong with. Number 5 5, the overshirt, another one of my new favorites. This one became a lot more popular last year, but it is here to stay for this year as well, which I am super happy about. I absolutely love this one because it's perfect for those days that aren't quite cold enough for an overcoat, but maybe it's a little bit too chilly to just wear like a denim jacket. So this is that perfect in between. It looks great with pretty much everything. Again, it's just a really great piece to have for layering. You could throw this on over a sweater, you could throw it on over a button down, really whatever the heck you're wearing underneath. I'm sure that this would look great with it. One of my favorite places for overshirts is actually a place called Taylor Stitch. Not sponsored, I just really love their clothes, and they have amazing overshirts and really just outerwear in general. So love the overshirt. It's not going anywhere. It's here to stay again, and I love it. Number 6, we have the leather jacket, and a little bit of a curveball here for the leather jacket. Since the warm tones and more neutral tones are very in this year, if you already have a black leather jacket, or maybe you've been a little bit hesitant to get a leather jacket because you feel like it's a little bit too edgy for you, maybe it just looks a little too hardcore and you can't quite commit, I would opt for the brown instead. It just comes off a little bit softer, not so edgy, but it really does look amazing with so many different things. I think every guy should have a leather jacket, no matter how old you are. I promise you're not too old for a leather jacket. I think these can really look great. Keep in mind that there's also a ton of different styles of leather jackets as well. So maybe you're not the biker moto type where there's all kinds of buttons and snaps and zippers. Maybe that's not you, but you'd be better off going for like an aviator style or a bomber, something like that just looks a little bit more chic. So keep that in mind. Not all leather jackets are created equal, and there's probably one out there for you. Number 7, the denim jacket. Again, this one has been around for quite some time and it's not going anywhere either. And this is one of those things that's also very perfect for the transition between summer and fall. So in Cleveland, when I wake up in the morning, it's very chilly and I need a jacket, but by the afternoon, I'm like sweating. So a denim jacket is the perfect option for that. You just throw it on in the morning, take it with you as you need it. Maybe as things start to chill out during the nighttime, you throw it back on. It really is just the perfect layering piece. You could throw this on with a pair of chinos and sneakers for a really easy look. It would also look good with a pair of joggers and sneakers if you're going for more of an athleisure type style. Or you could rock the Canadian tuxedo and go denim on denim. Not my thing, but whatever floats your boat. Number 8 on my list is another one of my favorites, and that is the overcoat. This is an absolute staple for the cooler months. This one can carry you from fall into winter as well. Every guy needs an overcoat. I would stick to the basics like a tan, black, or navy just to get the most versatility out of it. For these heavier, more expensive items like coats and things like that, you're really going to want to focus on versatility. You would not want to buy a bright pink overcoat that you could wear with one thing in your closet. I have been so guilty of doing this. I buy something very outlandish and then I end up never wearing it because I have nothing to go with it. So keep the rest of your wardrobe in mind. If you have mostly neutral colors, maybe you want to go with a tan. If you wear mostly black or gray, maybe you go with a black overcoat. So whatever works for you and what you currently have in your closet, find something that works with what you've already got. This is just one of my absolute favorites. It screams sleek and sophisticated. I just absolutely love the overcoat, and they're perfect for those days where you want to still look nice, but you don't necessarily want to wear a puffer coat or something and ruin your beautiful outfit. So it's going to complement your nice outfits as well. If you're dressed up a little bit, it's the perfect coat option. Number 9, a classic through and through, the dark wash denim. This is another one of those things that's great to have all year round, but especially in the fall and winter. These are the perfect months to rock your dark wash denim or your selvage denim. If you're not a dark wash guy, you could also opt for a pair of black denim. They're both really great options. And the great thing that I love about dark denim that I talk about so much, and the same with black denim, is that it can easily be dressed up more than a medium wash or a light wash could. So if you're someone that likes to dress business casual, maybe you often wear a pair of dark denim with a button up, it's the perfect option. It's very easy, smart casual type of look. You can dress it up, you can dress it down, you can pair these with pretty much anything in the world and they will look great. Number 10, I have chinos, and the reason I'm including these is because it's a great middle ground between like a denim and then a nicer trouser. So if you don't want to commit to the very nice outfit, maybe a suit or something like that, and you also don't want to dress down too much with a pair of jeans, the chino is a really great middle ground. They're versatile, very easy to pair with different things in your wardrobe. If you stick to the more versatile colors like I mentioned so many times already in this video, tan, gray, navy, the basics. Number 11 is another one that I really love that became a lot more popular last year, and that is the wool trouser. This is an awesome choice if you want to elevate your outfit a little bit more than a denim or a chino, but you don't want to commit to that suit. So you could wear a nice wool trouser with a short sleeve polo or a button down or something very nice that's going to make you still look stylish and like you have yourself put together, but not too fancy. Not only do these look sophisticated and chic, chic, but they're also very functional. They'll keep you a little bit warmer than the other type of pants on this list. You could easily pair these with the turtleneck and boots for a super easy fall outfit. Number 12 is the beanie. So every guy out there needs a hat, and a beanie is a perfect choice for fall. These are great for days when your hair isn't cooperating or you actually need that extra warmth and the functionality of it. A beanie looks really great with a more casual outfit. You could wear a pair of dark denim, boots or sneakers, and an overshirt and be good to go. 13 is another accessory, and that is scarves. And this is one of the most underrated things I think guys can have. They really just add that extra little pop to your outfit. They're like the little finishing touch or the icing on the cake. It's just the perfect accessory to throw on for that little extra spice. If you're wearing a pair of boots with dark denim and a turtleneck and an overcoat, and you throw on that scarf with a little pop of color, love it. And a scarf is also functional, so it's going to keep you warm and it's going to look good. You get the 2-in-1, and you know we love that here. Next, we have a pair of leather boots, and I think these are an absolute must-have for fall. And again, like so many other things on this list, there are so many different styles out there now. So many different companies make boots. There has got to be one out there that would fit your style. So maybe you're more of a rugged guy and you want something a little bit more durable. There's a boot for you. Maybe you want something a little bit more stylish and chic. Maybe you're not so worried about the functionality. There's a boot for you. There really is just such a wide range that there's got to be one that you would like. And of course, you want to keep in mind where you live as well. So if you live somewhere where you're going to need that durability, you want to make sure you get something with a rubber sole, so that you're going to have a little bit extra protection there. Maybe if you're walking on a slick sidewalk or something like that. If you go with a leather sole, they get beat up a lot easier and just aren't the best option depending on where you live, so keep that in mind as well. Number 15, the alternative to the leather lace-up boot is the Chelsea boot, which gets a lot of hate, but honestly, I think it's still a classic. If you want something a little bit more stylish and a little less functional, the Chelsea boot is probably the better option, especially if you go for a suede over a leather. Suede can be a little bit difficult to take care of, so make sure if you do buy suede, you buy like a protective spray or something just to make sure that it doesn't get ruined. I have ruined pairs of suede shoes before, so I've been there, and they kind of are a little bit more tricky to take care of, so keep that in mind. And I know that people poke fun at Chelsea boots. There was like a whole parody video about Chelsea boots, but I think they can still really look great with the right outfit. And again, for these, I would stick to a tan or a brown, just something that's going to match everything in your closet. 16, we've got cool sneakers. So if you are not a boot guy, you would never be caught dead wearing a pair of boots. Maybe you're a sneakerhead and you have a million pairs of sneakers. You want a pair of cool sneakers that you can rock this fall. And I'm not talking about your workout sneakers here, like a pair of Ultra Boost or a pair of Brooks running shoes. This is like a very smart sneaker that you could wear with a nicer outfit. So maybe you would wear this with a pair of denim and a button down. Maybe you would wear these with a pair of denim and a sweater. Something that's a little bit more elevated than your workout sneaker. This is gonna be your smart casual sneaker that can go with your nicer outfits as well. So you wanna go with something comfortable, obviously, but also stylish. So this is where your white sneaker would come into play. Maybe you are a sneakerhead and you have something more specific in mind. Whatever your style is, there is a nicer sneaker out there that would complement your outfits. And lastly on my list, we have a fall fragrance. And guys, fragrances are one of my new favorite things, but especially fall fragrances. They're warm, they're sweet, gourmand. This is when all of these come out to play, and I absolutely love them. A couple of my favorites that I've been absolutely loving lately are Jazz Club, Parfums de Marly Layton, La Nuit de l'Homme. What else? I could go on and on. I have so many. I mostly gravitate towards the gourmand, sweet, cozy fragrances. So I just absolutely love fall for this reason. So I might make an entire video about fall fragrances, or maybe like reacting to fall fragrances. So stay tuned for that. If you guys want to see it, let me know down below. But you guys have to get yourself a fall fragrance if you don't currently have one. I think switching them out between seasons is a really great way to get excited about your fragrances. I know that probably sounds a little bit silly, but wearing the same fragrance all year round or wearing the same fragrance every day, I get kind of bored of that. I get sick of wearing the same fragrance every single day, so I have to have a few to switch it up. So if you don't currently have a fall fragrance, I would highly recommend getting yourself one, and you don't need to spend a ton of money to smell good. All right, guys, that is all I have for my fall essentials for 2021. Let me know down below what your #1 fall essential is. Always love to hear your favorites from all of you. If you haven't already, be sure to follow me on Instagram at Courtney Christine Ryan. I love connecting with all of you guys on there as well. And on my stories this fall, I think I'm going to be sharing some pieces that I really love, I know I highlighted some images in this video as well, like I normally do with my fashion videos, but it's really easy to just do the swipe ups on my story as well. So if I see something I like that's available that I think you guys would like as well, or that I think you guys would look awesome wearing, I'll put it on my story and swipe up. So be sure to follow me there too to get a little bit more fashion advice. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.